What is makeup to me? Makeup is both therapeutic for myself and the client. Makeup connects. I've always considered makeup a form of art. Certain brushes tailor to specific details and enhancements. Makeup is a representation of personality.
Ladies, tune in, let's go. Faith and real talk, let his goodness show. Ladies unfiltered, women, faith, realness. Gracey Misfeed, Jennifer Jaye, fearless. Walking with God through life's ups and downs, sharing his love all around. Yeah. On Praise FM, where to live. The light don't dim. We talk hope, health, and trust in Him. Ladies unfiltered, keeping it true. What if the fader keeps out of you? Ladies unfiltered, keeping it true. With God at the center, keeps out of you.
Welcome to Ladies Unfiltered. And today we have a special guest with us that we're going to talk about romance. And so her name is Natalie Aura, which Aura stands for Romance Junkie Murphy. And she is a multi-award-winning romance novelist. And she is known for her engaging contemporary love for stories that empower Black love. And she's also a self-publishing coach as well. Now, Miss Natalie has been married 37 years. Am I correct?
Wow. 39. It'll be 40 in August.
Oh,
Wow, congratulations.
So I got
Thank
some
you.
old information. So almost 40 years.
Yes.
Congratulations. She's a
Yes.
specialist in love. So, and she loves music. This is what I found out. She loves photography as well, and she loves jumping double dutch with the 40 plus women club. Well, it's not actually, is it only women on your?
Yes,
in you all?
40 plus
So
women,
women,
just women.
this is women club. So, and she said that she's been a member for 6 years. And guess what? We from the same town, the Shack, where double dutch, I believe, originated. I believe, but I don't know. I'm claiming it though.
There you
Okay. All righty. And so she had indicated that she's been writing since 2020 during the pandemic. A lot of things happened during the pandemic. So a lot of people became very creative, and she was one of them. And so she has published over 9 or 10 romance books.
10, yes.
Yeah, and then I believe 4 of them are award-winning.
Correct.
Okay, so that is awesome. And then she's also hosts self-publishing workshops, which is known as From Pen to Publish, The Road to Self-Publishing. And I was captivated by reading your book blurbs. So
Okay.
I'm kind of share that along the way. So did you have anything that you wanted to say to her?
No.
as
Oh,
the
I have so
beginning?
many questions just from what you've already said. Yeah.
Alrighty.
No,
Alrighty.
we'll let her talk a little bit though.
Okay. So is anything you want to kind of share before we kind of like ask you some questions about the romance?
No, I'm ready to dive right into your questions.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. All right.
All right. So I'm excited. So, I was kind of like wondering, as we do, when did your compassion for romance novel begin? When did that begin?
Probably when I was a little girl. My mom is a romance lover. And I remember my sister and I watching West Side Story with her.
Oh, yeah.
And that was her favorite
Yeah,
movie.
that was
Matter
hers.
of fact, that's how I got my name. The lead female character in that movie is Natalie Wood.
It sure is.
And so my mom named me Natalie
Yeah.
after her favorite
Nice.
movie.
Oh, okay. And then when did you realize that you was a romance junkie? Because that's interesting, your middle initial and romance.
I know,
junkie,
right?
right? That's so cool.
I don't remember not being a romance junkie. I've always loved the happily ever afters, even as a child. I think I was just born with it.
Oh, okay.
I'm claiming that.
All right. And so how do you balance life and work? Because some people use work and life, but I'm like, we should be living. So life and work, because you're a mother, you're a wife, you're an author, you're a double judge woman. So, how do you balance all of that?
Well, first of all, I'm blessed to not have to work a 9 to 5.
Wow.
So my time is my time.
Oh, wow. That's a blessing.
I get to write whenever it hits me. My husband and I are empty nesters currently.
Oh, okay.
And double dutch, we meet in Arizona 3 times a week. I go every Monday, I go some Tuesdays and some Saturdays.
Oh, okay. So you get your exercise on
Absolutely.
and get to enjoy some of your childhood
Yes.
Activities that we used to do.
Yes, exactly.
All right. And so what do you enjoy most about being a romance author?
I love that I can create love. I love that I can start a new romance or a second chance romance. I get to create all the scenarios, the towns.
Yes.
I get to name shops of the towns. And I get to take this couple on this amazing roller coaster ride that ends up with their happily ever after.
Wow.
I'm living an amazing roller coaster ride. You might want to write about it.
I'm always inspired by life. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we'll talk. So did you grow up reading Harlequin romances?
So I did. It wasn't a plan. I have a cousin an older cousin, and she loved Harlequin romances. I remember one summer going to her house, and she had a shopping bag.
Set.
She had a shopping bag full of Harlequin romance.
Yeah.
So guess what we did all summer?
Red smut.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. So let me ask you this. What emotions are overcoming you after reading your reviews? Because you had some awesome reviews.
I do have awesome reviews, and I'm thankful for that. So my reviews, fortunately, have not been negative. So I am just elated that people are reading the stories and enjoying the stories, because that was my fear when I first started writing was how do I get what's in my head on paper out to the world and get them to all see my vision. So based on the reviews that I'm getting, I've definitely achieved that.
Okay.
I've only had a couple, and they weren't in writing. I've had the opportunity to be a guest at a book club, at several book clubs. And so I had one lady who didn't like my first book, Then Came You. She said because it wasn't enough violence.
Oh, wow.
Right. So that really just bounced off of me because that's not the kind of book that it is.
Right.
And then another lady read it. She said it was a good story, but romance is not her genre. So okay, that's fair. I'm
that's
okay with
fair.
that. Yeah, because romance is not for everybody.
Right.
I get that.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's good. And you have to be strong. You have to be content in knowing who you are
Yes.
and who you serve to deal with those type of
Absolutely.
constructive criticism.
Yes.
And to handle them in a professional way.
Yes.
You're like, okay, that's all right.
Yep.
Because you're not the only one that's
Exactly.
reading,
That just means you're not one of my readers, and that's okay.
And that is okay.
Yes.
And it's okay to be different.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's okay to not be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's just how we handle it.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so, one more thing.
Yep, go ahead.
I was telling you, because we were discussing the questions, and I was so captivated by the older lady that was 84 years old that was missing her naps because she didn't want to put down the book.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, that was in her review, and I was like, Jennifer, would you believe?
Yeah.
I'm like, this lady is missing her naps.
Yes, that was
Oh
one
my
of my
God.
classmates. Her mom happened to pass one of my books and started reading it.
Oh,
So I
wow.
was so tickled when she sent me that text.
Yeah.
That's
Go
cool.
ahead, Jennifer.
So, well, I was just curious because she had mentioned that you started writing during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, a lot of people got pregnant, a lot of people got puppies, but you decided to start writing romance novels. Like, had you been thinking about it and this was just a good time, or how did that
Wow.
transpire?
So
Good question.
I'm an early person, and I always get up in the morning and I lay there for a little while, think about what it is that my day is going to look like. This particular morning, a storyline came to me, and I was not planning it, to answer your question.
Okay.
And I thought, oh, that's a really nice storyline. I like that. And I promise you, clear as day, in my right ear, I heard God say, "Write the story."
I love that.
Obedience.
I love that.
No, I told him no.
Oh.
Shame on you.
I told him no.
We have all told him no from time to time.
Yes. And because I didn't know anything about, I've written stories, I've written poems, but I never took it to the point of thinking that I was going to publish them.
Right.
And when he said that, I said, I don't know anything about publishing. I'm not getting ready to do that. And I settled in that. And for about 3 weeks, I fought with him about this story. And that third week, I said, okay, Lord, if this is you, you're going to have to sit down with me in front of this computer and
Right.
type with me, because I don't know how to type. But I sat down in front of the computer, and 3 months later, I had a story.
Oh, wow.
A full
Oh, that is
story.
amazing.
And I tell
Yes.
people that is the best fight I ever lost, because that was my first award-winning book.
Oh, I love that
Amen.
story. I love
Praise
that. I
God.
love that.
Thank you.
Praise God. So was it the September to summer?
Then Came You was the first one.
Then Came
Then
You.
Came You was the first one.
Yes.
Oh.
But I got September to Summer in the process of writing Then Came You. That storyline started coming to me. So I told God that if he continued to download, I would continue to write. So I'm still writing.
Oh, wow.
That is
Yeah, the two
fabulous.
unexpected loves.
That
That was interesting, reading that blurb. Okay.
That is
And
fabulous.
So, yeah, wow. And so we are about to take a break. And audience, you don't want to miss this. So just go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do, but come back because we got more about Miss Murphy, the romance novelist, award-winning Balti.
Cause you've been away too long. I live selfishly, and I know I was wrong. Oh, I embrace it. Don't feel it. My life has new meaning, yeah. And baby, I cherish you, and I promise.
back to Ladies Unfiltered. Hey, we were just listening and grooving to Kim, Promise to Love. And so I just want to continue, with some of these questions because this is like a time, I'm having a blast with her,
Thank
Jennifer
you.
and I. So, Jennifer Jaye. So, I just kind of want to ask you, because I think you've talked about it a little bit, but have you ever experienced this situation depicted in your romance? Some of the romance that you're talking about, because you think about writers, songwriters, they write about their experiences.
Right,
So
right.
I'm just like, is some of these incidents that she, in these stories that she experienced,
So, not a lot. I do use some of my life experience in the books. So, Shannon and Then Came You. I based her personality off of me. Again, that was my very first book. So I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to develop characters.
Okay.
So I just used my personality for her, and she's a photographer.
Okay.
And yeah, I had a boyfriend that cheated on me.
Okay.
So
Who
yeah.
hasn't?
Right, exactly.
I even had a husband.
Oh wow.
All
Yeah,
right.
that does
Okay.
happen, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay. And then women are number one romance readers.
Yes.
So what about men? Have you had any encounters by men about your books?
I've actually only had 3 men since I've been writing to purchase my books that actually like romance. So yeah, romance is primarily a woman's genre.
Yeah. So what about your husband? How does he feel about you writing these hot stories? Because they are hot.
Reverend Kevin Murphy.
Reverend Kevin Murphy.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. He was a little concerned when I first started writing. But he is one of my biggest supporters, one of my biggest cheerleaders. Whenever we go to the events, the book fairs and things like that,
Right.
he has a shirt that says my wife is my favorite author.
Oh,
So yeah.
Sweet.
that is so sweet. Alrighty. And so, what do you enjoy most about the events? Because you take part in a lot of
Yes.
events.
Mhm.
So, what is most enjoying for you when you do them?
Meeting and talking to future readers. Because if you stop by my table, I'm going to engage you. I don't even let people walk past my table. So I have these dice. They're called my romance dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they have, you roll them and it gives you your name. So it may say happy on one dice, kisser on the other dice.
No.
So that's how I get people to come to my table. And I say, you got to come roll my dice to find out what your romance name is. And whether they buy books or not, they've been engaged.
Right.
So one of the things that I like to do and what I teach in my workshop is when people come to your table, you go to these events, you want to give them an experience. You don't just want to give them a sales pitch.
Right.
So that's my experience that I give them. So I have a lot of fun.
Because I
at
think
these
that
events.
one of the quotes is Maya Angelou is that people will remember how you made them feel.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Right.
and I was like, I'm telling you all, you better get those books.
So I have a question too, because you're talking about the workshops as well.
Yes.
And so how did it transpire from writing books to doing a workshop?
Yeah.
So like I said, when I started writing, I had no idea of how to publish a book. And when my girlfriend said, Nat, you have to do something with this, I was like, do what? And she said, you have to publish it. I was like, how do I do that? Exactly. I'm like, I don't know anything about that. And in my mind, publishing meant lots and lots and lots of money that I didn't have.
Yeah.
So fortunately, I'm a researcher. So I love doing research. So I started doing the research. And I started comparing self-publishing to traditional publishing to hybrid publishing and decided that self-publishing was for me.
Okay.
So once I learned the process, went through it all several times before I really got a handle on it, I thought about it. I said, other people are experiencing this. They got their books. They don't know the next step. They haven't anyone to lead them. So I started putting together what I learned and set up a format, and I practiced it. And I actually have now a workshop where
fabulous.
I teach people how to self-publish their books. And I've lost count how many writers have transformed into authors
Oh, wow.
going through my workshop.
Nice.
And 2 of my authors are award-winning authors as well.
Oh, that's so great.
Plus.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm a hybrid publisher, so I have a book
Okay.
as well, but I, like you, did not know the first thing about how you publish a book.
Yeah.
And I had a friend who knew somebody, so I just got I didn't do all the research you did. I found somebody and I was like, thank you, help me.
Absolutely.
And so
Absolutely.
she did. But yeah, that's awesome that you
Yeah.
did that and turned it into a workshop.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
entrepreneur.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So how often do you offer the workshops?
A couple times a year.
Oh,
Currently, I am open to receiving registration for workshop because I'm hosting a workshop on February 21st from 10 to 12 Central Standard Time. It's via Zoom. And if anyone is interested, they can go to my website, natsbooks.net, natsbooks.net, and register.
all right now.
Fabulous.
Future authors, get that information and write it down.
That's right. Stop
All
sitting
right.
on that manuscript letting it catch dust.
Right,
That's right. That's right.
Be obedient,
Yes.
not disobedient.
Yes.
Yes. Like
What'd they
you.
say?
I only
Exactly.
wrote my book because God told me to. So I was like you. Like, I don't want to do that.
Right. Exactly.
See, obedience is better than a sacrifice.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
Yes, it is. So let me ask you this: how do you relate romance books to Valentine's Day? 'Cause,
Oh,
you
I
know,
totally tie that in. So February is
you
my
got a heart on. You see the heart.
exactly. They're all up my sleeve. So February is my romance junkie gone wild
Ooh,
month.
all right.
So I have sales on flash sales on my books.
Oh, you
I
are.
go to vendor events and book fairs. I'll be doing a couple of podcasts
Okay.
this month, and I also have a romance guide.
Oh, I sure did see it.
Yes.
I seen it on her website.
Called
Yes,
Make Room for Romance.
Yeah.
A fun and flirty guide.
Yep.
And it has ideas, tips, suggestions for spicing up that love life.
Ooh, all right now, you all better get that book. Romance
That's
guy.
right.
So let me ask you, ladies.
Okay.
Did you all know the Sunday after Thanksgiving is Spanksgiving?
No.
Thanksgiving.
Spanksgiving. It's in my romance guide.
It's Sunday after,
After Thanksgiving.
like spanky spank.
Yes.
Ooh, nice. Reverend Kevin Murphy, watch out. So let me ask you this. Now, this is, because I'm a part of a ministry that kind of like, not say frown on romance novels,
Okay.
but like, how do you feel about singles being discouraged, avoiding romance novels? Because especially if they have like a struggle in their life with relationships. So what would be a word of encouragement, or what would be something that you can kind of help us? Because I'm single and available.
That's right. Put it out there. Closed mouth don't get fed. So I would encourage anybody to, first, you have to know yourself. You have to know what you can handle. I've had people say that they don't read romance novels because they can't handle it. It stirs something in them that they're not ready for,
Right.
or something in them that it's triggering to them. So you have to know who you are.
Right,
you have to
right.
know
For sure.
what
Yeah.
you're okay with.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, like I said, I've had people say, no, I don't do romance.
Yeah.
And where that hurts my heart, I do understand that.
Yeah. Because you have to recognize your triggers and what's
Yes.
gonna. We definitely don't want you walking not in purity, emotionally free. So if romance is something that you know not able to handle, then you need to read other books, because we definitely want you to
Absolutely.
read it. Reading is power.
It
Knowledge is power. So we
Knowledge is
definitely-
power. Yes.
Yes, right. And so, what are your takeaways that you want our viewers to know or remember about you?
That
You got a lot.
I am the queen of romance. I am a romance junkie to the core. I love writing romance because it gives the reader escapism. Everybody knows the world that we're living in right now. Love is not a priority, and I want to make it a priority. So I want people to take away that if they encounter me, they encounter love.
Aw. Oh, that's sweet. I love
That is
that.
so
I love
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah. Did you have any other questions that you might?
Nothing comes straight off my head except I know I'm going to have a lot after, so I'm going to need your contact information.
Yes, absolutely.
Partly because I'm an author as well, and I'm writing another one, so I have a
Great.
lot of questions for you on that.
Okay.
Is there anything like we have some aspiring authors in the viewership? So,
Yeah.
if you had maybe top 3 things you would tell them, advice, what would you tell our viewers if they have a manuscript they either are thinking of writing, or they have sitting, or they've started?
Okay.
What would you say to them?
1, don't give up. If you have a story in your heart, God put it there for a reason, and there is someone
Amen.
waiting to read it. 2, do your research, because there are a lot of scammers out there who are jumping on future authors who don't know the business.
Right.
And 3, do it scared.
Yes.
I heard Joyce Meyer say that once, and that has always stuck with me. Do it scared. I am 10 books in, and after every book, I still am nervous about putting that book out there. But if I don't put it out there, it's going to eat me up. So do it scared.
Do it scared. I like
Yes.
that. I
Yeah,
had heard
do it
that from
scared.
her as well.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to remember that God does not give us the spirit of fear, but of
Absolutely.
love and whatever, power, love,
Yeah,
and a sound mind.
Sound
Yes.
mind.
So 2 Timothy 1:7. So if somebody, our researchers, I've always been encouraged not to just give a scripture, but you need to give an address. So
Yes.
2 Timothy 1:7. So yeah, so walking. So yeah, so we are just so excited, for you to come on our show.
Thank you.
I'm just
Yes.
fabulous.
I appreciate you ladies
I'm
having me. I
speechless.
enjoyed this.
I am so excited to be on this podcast with you, and
Thank
I know
you.
Jennifer is. I've been looking forward to this because we discussed this back in.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while,
Yeah.
and I was introduced to her by our sister that we share, Dee. Love Dee so
Yes,
much.
she's a
She's a double
sweetheart.
Dutch, and she's a member of Pilgrim Res, and she's 1 year recovery from
Yes,
breast cancer.
praise God.
So praise
Yes.
God
Praise
for that.
God.
The power of prayer.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna wrap this up. We just thank you, audience, for listening and viewing, and for those that didn't view during the actual time that we were on air. For we just want to thank you as well. And you have a blessed day. I'm Gracey.
I'm Jennifer Jaye. We'd like to thank our guest, Natalie R. Murphy, for joining us today. And we are
Ladies Unfiltered.
where real life meets real faith.